Here we are with a very empowering parent, Brenda Craigseth. She is the mother of a, what is it, 8th grade son?
8th grade.
8th grade son. Can you tell us about what you're using the Smartpen with him to do?
Well, what we started with was we wanted him back in 6th grade. Him and us, his parents, wanted him to be more independent as far as note-taking. We wanted him to be able to take notes in class, even though it was a big difficulty for him. So we came up with this tool, to use this tool, the Smartpen, as a means for him to do note-taking that would make it easier for him and also for him to become more independent and eventually work his way to be not aid dependent.
Okay, so in the beginning the educational assistant was taking the notes for him, is that right? Okay, and now where's he at with that?
Oh, right now he takes all his own notes.
He takes all his own notes?
He takes all his own notes.
And it took a little while, if I remember right.
It did take a little while. First of all, note-taking is a challenge for him, but he had to learn how to be organized. How do you take notes? And then, use that and apply that with the Smartpen. So he learned the technology of using the Smartpen, and then the EAs that were working with him started teaching him when to take notes, when to, highlight what was important within, the lecture.
Cool. So it was kind of like one of those, I just like to make sure people know this didn't happen in one time, that it took a long series of attempts.
No, it was gradually over a couple-year process. It was a couple-year process, and of course over a number of different types of classes.
Okay. So you didn't start with every class, you started with one class?
No, we started with one class, and then we also experimented with, as far as him writing reports or talking reports, using the Smartpen to record his thoughts as opposed to writing them down. We worked on that with one of his teachers in 7th grade, and it was, a learning experience. So we were experimenting with what were the possibilities, what his teachers would like, what he would like to do.
Can I ask, how does he like it now? Is he like super excited by the pen? Does he?
Oh, he loves the Smartpen, and it actually it's got the cool factor.
Oh, good.
So when he's in class and he has a team project, he has the kids record, and then he shows them how to, and they're like, this is really cool.
That is very cool.
So that makes him much more comfortable with where he's at, that he has that technology. And then, of course, since he's used it and had it for a number of years, he knows, he teaches me, this is what you do if you want to get there, how you do this, and these are the different ways to record or playback or fast or slow or whatever.
In the beginning, did he like the pen? Did it take a little bit for us to get going with this, if I remember right?
It did take a little bit. I think it was just because it was something new.
Right.
And so sometimes it just take him a little longer to get going.
Very cool. So it takes some time, but stuck with it.
It takes some time because you're working with him. You're working with the EA who is also learning the Smartpen, and also the teachers who are learning the Smartpen too. Not all of them are, really well versed in all the technology. And if I can make a plug, I know one of his teachers, after him being in her class and using the Smartpen, she went out and bought her own Smartpen.
Oh, very cool.
Converted. So she really, which is good because for the next kids that come along that are using the Smartpen, she's already familiar with it.
Very cool.
But yeah, it does take a little while, and it took longer, I think, to learn how to organize. Like, you have to think organizationally what type of notes to take in class.
Yep.
So,
well, very good. Any parting words for a parent or a student that might be thinking about using this for notes?
Oh, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it because it increases your independence. Increases the cool factor. These kids are all about technology.
Definitely.
And I wish I had it when I was in college.
Definitely, definitely. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Sure.